Hey team. I know I said this week that we were gonna do boyfriend ASMR, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that just for a little bit, just because I'm not sure exactly like the logistics of how I'm supposed to do that, unless I literally just play the audio out loud. But I did decide that we were gonna talk about something a little bit more serious this week, which is not something that I'm used to doing because I'm used to trying way too hard to being funny. But I know teachers a lot of times don't think that assignments that they give you like make you like actually think about stuff, but in this class particularly, we like recently just had an assignment talking about college student mental health and the importance of like that discussion. And I kind of said like we had to write a script and I kind of said my piece, but I feel like I didn't say my piece. Like I said something, but I didn't say like how I feel. So today my plan is to paint this little llama ornament my mom got me for Christmas. And talk about mental health because painting is relaxing. And this paint looks crusty and busted and old. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gross. But I think it's sort of time we talk. I kind of want to use this video also as a way to like really get into, my own stuff and my experience at CMU. And I think it's also really important that I am like sharing all of this because I think I might look back at this video one day and be like, wow, you really did it to him. I'm not sure how long this video will be. I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes, but if it's over 10 minutes, I'm so sorry, teach. But yeah, my experience at CMU has been kind of crazy. I went through a lot. As many of you know, because most of you are my friends, I currently live with my ex-boyfriend, which is very like, oh girl, what happened? But that's the whole situation. We won't really get into that tea. I kind of wanted to talk about like my current state and myself. Writing that script really like fucked me up in a way that I wasn't ready for. Because I was talking about stuff that like actively affects me. And I want to just have a disclaimer really fast too that like even though like I'm about to say these things, like I'm not officially diagnosed with anything, but I think it's sort of one of those things where you like don't really need a this is so dumb to say, but you don't really need a diagnosis to know that you have like I feel like now anyways, we have enough resources to be like, I have really bad anxiety. I might have depression. Sort of all of these things, but I guess what I think I have without the diagnosis is ADHD, first of all. I think I'm way too obnoxious and loud and I can't have one thought to myself out loud or in my brain. So I think that even though that's like the stereotype of ADHD, I think that that is really actively what's happening because it's been like that for me since I was like I can't watch a movie without being on my phone. Like I can't do anything without having another activity. Like I have to sit down and film this video and paint this because I would not have painted this by myself alone. But anyways, I also think that I have depression, which is something that I feel like let's get used to talking about our feelings, first of all. It's not weird of me. Like, I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay and I can say this, and be like, I'm sad sometimes. Because it is hard. And I have decided actually, recently, I want everybody to know that I'm off the dating apps. Woo! We're officially off, even though I said I was deleting them in the very first video. Some man that I met really gave me like the final straw and I was like, what am I doing? I literally had like an out of body experience and I was like, what are you doing? Like, actually, what are you doing? Like, are you okay? Like, dating men in college is not fun, even if you're gay. So, to everybody who thought dating is better when you're gay, it's really not. I would just like to say, I personally feel very specifically about gay marriage. I feel like people like fought and died like at riots and rallies and everything. And not only that, but like actually in a war for our rights. And I feel like it's crazy that not more gay people are like wanting. I know that marriage is archaic and that whole argument, but I'm also like, it's something that I want because it was a right that we didn't have 20 years ago. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's pretty deep. I'm sort of like in this journey now while I'm sitting here painting this. I'm going to start being way better to myself. I've decided that every morning I'm going to write down 3 things that are nice about myself because I'm not nice enough to myself at all. I'm actually really, like I have never taken a second to be proud of myself for anything that I've accomplished at college and I still don't do that. And that's a really important thing that I feel like we need to do. I feel like something that gets lost is that as soon as you go to college, you become like this mega adult. and you can't ask for help, and the professors think that you're an adult, and it's like this whole conversation, and I guess that's true to a point, but it's also like I'm still a kid. Like, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't feel good about everything all the time. I feel like when a professor goes out of their way to be like, you're good, like, I appreciate you, it feels good because they're acknowledging the fact that you're still like a kid. Like, yeah, you want to get treated like an adult, but I also still want somebody to acknowledge the fact that I don't know what's going on. And I do feel crazy sometimes, and it feels really good to get that recognition from a professor. Especially now that I'm going through the process of like applying for grad school, like really having to talk to some of my professors about the work that I've done and them making me, not that I shouldn't feel good already about the stuff that I do, but it's hard for me to do that. I'm going to say it, like, I'm not my biggest fan. I actually am really not a fan of myself at all. So like hearing somebody else say that, like remembering things that I did and saying that that's like iconic of me feels really nice, especially from a professor that teaches my program and is helping recommend me to a graduate program. But that's why I feel like it's important to talk about this, because I said my piece, but I really didn't say my piece, you know? And I've decided that I'm at the point in my life where I need to start feeling better about myself. So like starting tomorrow, I'm going to start going to the gym at my apartment complex because we have that and we have that source. And I think it's important that I start like making myself active and like wanting to care about myself and my body, even though there's like a trillion billion things wrong with my body and that I can't afford to fix because it's college time. And, you know, of course you don't have, I almost said you don't have rights as a college student. We definitely have rights, but just very limited amount of them, specifically with money and getting help with stuff like that. So unfortunately I have a lot of bodily issues that I just can't afford to fix right now. Every time I go to the dentist, they are always like, you really need to get your wisdom teeth pulled out. You want to know what I can't afford to do? Get my wisdom teeth pulled out. Want to know why? Because I'm paying for college. And I know that that's like not a new thing. Like, I'm definitely not the only one. And I'm also in a more fortunate situation than probably most college students. But as far as like familial stuff and like being able to go home and have my parents as a resource to like at least go home, right? Which is nice, but we don't really talk about that either, about how like you don't really have like health, like you can't really do anything as a college kid because it's just expected that your parents do it for you. But we're not all in that boat. We're not all in that situation where it's like, I have this body issue and my parents can just afford to like pay for a surgery and I can just afford to miss school for a surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like BS how some of it works. But anyways, I digress. I've decided that I'm going to start eating a lot better and taking myself to the gym in the mornings and reading at night, because I feel like there's a lot of things I don't do for myself. And I feel like being good to myself, both mentally, but also physically, is really important, is something that I don't be doing. And I feel like I would like to change that because I'm really tired of feeling gross and ugly on the internet. When I see all, like, I can literally not get into TikTok and then like there's a 16-year-old that is like way more successful, way more like has shit. Like, it's just really annoying to get on social media and feel like I fought for everything that I have, scholarship wise, school wise, grade wise, fought for everything that I have, and then to get on TikTok and see some like ripped 16-year-old that's like in a super successful relationship. And like, I know it's social media and it's just like the facade that that person has, but it's like, I'm just like tired of seeing like bitches that are younger than me being way more successful in life, like way where I wanted to be. And it's kind of, I know that that sounds crazy, but it's kind of like, it's annoying. Like, why are, first of all, what does that say about society that these bitches are like literal business people at age fucking 16 and selling themselves to like ad companies and stuff like that? But also, like, it's annoying to feel like a whole ass adult and be like, wow, you look much older than me and you look like you have so much more going for you than what I do. And it's kind of frustrating and annoying. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and update everybody that I don't want to say I'm doing well, but I don't want to say that I need help because I don't. I'm fine. I just am not feeling emotionally very well recently, in recent times, but it's okay. We've got a month and a half left until graduation, and we're not going to get through all this painting, by the way. Like, I've only painted the body of the llama and we're already at 10 minutes, but I'm going to cut it here. But yeah, my last spring break update is I got a tattoo, so I will do the tattoo reveal right now. That's pretty cool. It makes me feel sexy, I guess, or something. But I will probably keep you guys updated on like how the gym stuff is going and how my health is going. You can expect something funny and not serious next week. But I just wanted to take a moment to like take care of myself. And I skipped last week. I know we had an option in class to either do last week or this week. And I chose this week thinking I would feel better, and I chose wrong. So um there's that. But I will probably take a picture and show you the llama at the end of the video. But for now, let me show you the progress that I have for this llama. So cute. Okay, well, until the next video is due, I'll see you next time. Hey, so I went to like paint the rest of this, and that paint was so bad, like I couldn't even get pigment out of like the other colors, no matter how hard I tried. So this is all you're gonna get. It literally looks like that looks like vom on the fucking back. Um, but anyways, that's my llama. It didn't work out, but that's my llama update. So see you next week.